Alright, welcome back. This is the Dragon's Crown. It's just Sam, solo playing. I don't know, once again, if this is going to be like a Friday night beatdown game or whatever. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. I will not know for a little bit. No.
Flanked by guards, you are led through the secure castle. Princess Vivian and Prime Minister Gustav awaited you. The Prime Minister speaks a lot, in contrast to the silent princess. He asks you to swear to keep this matter secret. The royal scepter has been stolen. A witness who saw the thief described him as Tommit, a known bandit. Your job is to track down Tommit and retrieve the scepter. Also, for the sake of the kingdom, this must be kept secret. Ranni whispers that he knows of this Tommit. He is well known and is based out of the old capital. You bow and leave the throne room.
Alright, so now we're gonna go
In order to retrieve the
do
royal
this quest,
scepter,
basically.
you chase the thief into the ruins of the old capital.
A little kid carrying the bottle. It's like the size of them. So cute. But yeah, we're just going to continue doing this. There's only about, I think, like 8 levels in the game where you beat it, but there's like, you have to beat the game 3 times to get like the true ending, I believe. Not going to be doing that. I'm probably just going to do like the first kind of like easy playthrough of it. And then we'll see how that goes from there. But once again, since we're going to probably be playing this for the channel again, with Ryan for co-op. You can see us probably play that more, and we might do streams of it eventually whenever we start streaming. Going to the old capital to find this thief Ranni and find the scepter.
These are the ruins of the ancient capital city. It was destroyed following an invasion from the Northern Empire. Now it is a dangerous place, full of dragons and wyverns.
Yeah, the combat's very fun, very fluid if you're good at it. I'm not super good, or I'm a little rusty. I have not played this for a few months since I last touched this. It's very fun. I also, once again, I usually play the fighter or the elf, so not used to playing like the Amazon and dwarf. And definitely not the wizards and stuff, so I will not be touching those, probably, unless we're doing like a challenge. I was actually first saw anything about this game was watching a channel called Epic Name Bro. I don't think he uploads anything to his YouTube channel anymore, but he does stream on Twitch if you guys are interested with that. He did a challenge run where it's basically just single player as well. It's just like, he called it like the Lonely Hearts challenge, I believe, or like Lonely Fighter. Not sure. But it's very fun to watch. I guess I'm doing that challenge too, but I just kind of followed that because that's how I thought you had to play the game. I didn't know you could have AI partners join you and stuff like that, because I kind of skipped through all the tutorial and cutscenes. I'm usually really bad about actually like listening to stuff in games. I'm very impatient. So I might notice things that I have not noticed before, since I'm actually sitting here listening to all like the dialogue more with you guys, or trying not to skip it.
You find the bandit Tommit in a hideout amid the ruins, just as Ranni told you. It is said that whatever this man desires, by thievery he can acquire.
Like the little designs, like the little griffin-like statue looks like, or hippogriff maybe. Looks like he's holding his hand out to get some money from you, basically. Very cool. It's a very cool design.
Ranni asks, "Are you Tommit, the bandit legend?" Beaming, he displays his spoils and tells the tale behind each item. When you ask about the scepter, he says, "That was indeed I," and goes on to boast exactly how he got into the castle. When you inquire further about the scepter, he deduces your true intentions and darts away. Pursue the thief, apprehend him, and reclaim the scepter.
Oh. As you can see, they have a little model for like other thieves.
You cannot capture a target swimming underwater. Watch for your quarry to surface.
The fish are annoying to fight, for me at least. Usually good for the fighter because you can just hammer, spam square. Oh, there goes a hit already. Oh well. You get some food from them, so they're really worth fighting. So they drop you some extra health. It's very nice. Very tasty. All the animations are very cool. This game got a lot of flack for like the over-sexualized characters and stuff like that. But I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't like... I don't really pay attention to that much in the game, I feel.
What? Oh, yes.
I mean, I guess if that's like the thing that kind of like interests you, maybe you'll pay more attention, but I'm more interested in the gameplay. It's very fun. And the like ridiculousness of like the over-sexualization doesn't make it very super like attractive, I feel like, to most people. And it's just kind of like art. That's how I see it is. But some people get offended by that stuff, so to each his own. If that's your thing, not.
Oh yeah. They're here.
Want him picking up any of my treasure. But I'm really bad about dodging those guys sometimes. Ones that you have to hit with like the dash, I sometimes am just bad about taking out. Keep the Arbalest, 'cause like I said, it does so much damage, even though I already used like a bolt or two.
They're here.
You can hear the sound of a woman crying on the other side. The wall here seems thin enough to break through.
Another little breakable wall thing that you have to click on for it to be able to see. Kind of easier to know just because it kind of looks a little animated differently than some of them. Sometimes it's easy to like point those out, and sometimes it's not. It's very hard to see in here. Sorry, guys. No, I'm having difficult seeing as well. Dang it, didn't dodge that. Block those. Gotta get better at blocking. I usually forget that that's a thing in most games.
Let's see.
And kind of lights up some of the stuff, but not perfectly. As you can see, those chests can be sometimes trapped. I did not expect that. I kind of forgot that that can happen. Oh, and skeletons can actually pick up your weapons as well, which can be very annoying. Especially when I can't see where they are. There we go. Alright. Got him taken out. Randy's stealing all my treasure because he's a butthead, but whatever. I can actually exit the room. Didn't push it far enough. Alright. Let's walk back a little bit. Maybe there's any treasures that popped around. No. Not super important early on anyway, since level up pretty fast. I believe like the level experience gap is around 30 for like the first playthrough, and then it goes up to 50. I could be wrong. Could be 50, then 75, then 100 or something like that.
Enemies.
So it's not one of those games where you can be like, oh, I'm just gonna super level up and then I'll just be invincible. You gotta kind of learn the game a little bit. I probably shouldn't stand right next to those chests like I just did, since earlier I got my ass kicked by some traps. Oops. Oop, wasting all these shots. Aw, dang, that was stupid of me. Oh well. I'll try not to get too angry at the game when I make stupid mistakes, because I have a tendency to do that. It's very cool. Very like Mines of Moria looks to it. Very beautiful. It's just so cool. Sorry if I keep gushing about the artwork and stuff, but it's just so nice. Now, if I would have had that like gain health for picking up treasure, that would have been really useful, but I didn't do that because I'm a dork. Usually a little crate before the boss fight shows up.
Enemies.
And you could beat up this guy to get some treasure as well, which is really nice, but he drops bombs sometimes, which sucks. Excuse me, I want to get his treasure. Another little fun boss fight. Very cool, unique design. I like their design for like their wyverns and stuff like that, or drakes. I'm not sure if which one it said. Gotta time your dodges a little bit. Oh, man, I'm dead already. A little bad about the dodging the hitboxes. Resurrecting, as you see, I have a certain amount of resurrections. I have one more, basically. It just called in a friend, which sucks for me. I'll try not to lose, but I am not doing too well. Sorry if I get getting quiet, guys. I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit since I'm not doing so hot. As you see, killing those guys gets you some loot sometimes. Or, well, not sometimes. Usually these guys do drop loot. Oops, got hit by that. It's healed up. Sadly, had to heal. It's got to lose some points for the fight, but oh well. Got hit by that. Hard to see when they're all stacked up on each other. All these guys together make it a little difficult, especially when they keep spawning. Oh well. It's probably like the most trouble I had fighting this guy before. Again, when I fought with the wizards and stuff like that, I had AI actually, because I suck otherwise. Darn. Oops, and I am probably gonna die. Oh. Barely. Oh, that was really bad on me. I'm so sorry for you guys seeing that terrible display of like skill or combat, or lack thereof skill.
Tommit, who is so stunned.
Yeah, I feel like I should deserve more of a D on that, but oh well. I'll try to do better next time.
Produces the scepter from his bag and hands it to you.
Oh, that was so bad. Oh well.
You have reclaimed the royal scepter, stolen from the treasure room of the castle.
Alright, maybe I will take a weapon even if it's C. Just because I'm not doing so good. Let's get some little equipment stuff. I'll sell all this time.
You must deliver the royal
Let's
scepter
first
to the Prime Minister
maybe go
at the
towards some
castle.
equipment to change up our weapons and stuff. Armor, just so we have a little bit better stuff. Not perfect, but you know, something. Ooh, itches.
Welcome to my shop.
See, let's poke Morgan. She is a genius who seems to enjoy her current work. Let's see if in an instant she recreates items from their components. Anything else? Watch your hands lest she decide to turn you into stone. Don't touch her. Let's see. Weapon, I'm not gonna use it. Just might as well get rid of it. Same with the boots, just so they're not taking up space. All right. Fun. I like games where like your equipment actually does change. Sadly, like the outfit doesn't change, but your weapon does. So I think that's cool.
You're back.
But I went the wrong way. Oh well. Let's get some maybe more skills while we're here. Actually, I'll do the skills after like during the little reprieve in the episode, or at the start of the next episode. Let's first get to the turn of this quest. You guys get that, and then I'll end that episode after we finish it.
Once again, you are led to the throne room under guard. This time, a man stands there with a presumptuous grin. The man tells you to hand over the scepter. You tell him that you don't know what he's talking about.
Very cool design as well.
The man's mouth transforms into a twisted grin, and he signals his guards. They inch closer, swords at the ready. What will you do?
Shall we be a noble person? Let's prepare.
You fall into a fighting stance. As soon as you steel yourself for battle, the Prime Minister and the Princess burst in. The Prime Minister orders the guards near you to stand down. The man twirls his cape and leaves, as if nothing happened. You sigh, relieved that you didn't have to shed blood in the castle to resolve the problem. The Prime Minister tells you that man was Count Dean, the younger brother of the king. He's trying to usurp the throne. The scepter indicates the throne's heir. The Prime Minister says Dean had Tommit steal it to deny the princess the throne. The Prime Minister takes the scepter and narrows his eyes in satisfaction. He pays you for completing the request.
You can take whoever's word for what's going on in this situation. Did you notice the princess doesn't talk a lot? That's kind of weird.
The fairy you saved in the ruins appears before you. She seems to want to take you somewhere.
I guess we'll find out where the fairy wants to take us next time. But until then, you guys enjoy your time. Keep gaming, all that stuff. But we'll be back in just a few moments. I'll be back in a few moments, but whenever this next video is, we'll be going to see where this fairy wants to take us. See you next time.